Right, so today is day 21 of coding every day until I get employed. And today I'm looking at this problem, 2352, equal row and column pairs. Given a zero index integer matrix, return the number of pairs such that a row and column are equal. Row and column pair is considered equal if they contain the same elements in the same order. And so basically, we end up getting this grid. I just want to see, hey, what pairs of rows and columns do we have? So for this guy, we got 277 and 277. And for this one, we got a couple that the list over here. And so basically my mindset when looking at it was to look at it more so like what it actually is. It's just an array of arrays. And so what I was doing is that I was iterating through it, and I wanted to basically hold each column and then just scan the grid array and say, hey, however many times that this column appears, let's end up adding that to a pair count. And from there, let's return that pair count. And that's basically what my code does, right? So I start here, I have a pair count, and I say for column in range length grid, column array. I create a column array, and I say now for the row in range the length of grid, a column array dot append grid row column. And kind of note how for every time that we end up indexing, we end up restarting our column array. Like we're not saving each and every one because we don't need to. All we need to do is save one specific column and then check. So then I say pair.count plus equals grid.count column array, which basically says however many times that this column array, the column that we just created, column array, appears in grid. Let's count that. And then I return the pair count. And then so for today, for what is it, internship wise, I have an internship to apply for. I'm going to be applying for. I didn't write it inside my what is it? I didn't write it inside my tracker because I didn't finish applying for it, but I'm going to do that before I go to bed. And then project wise, I was working on, let me see if I can find it. Actually, I'll just talk about it. So I was going through more examples, and I was really just being specific about what I wanted. And I kind of realized that I was really kind of overthinking a lot of things. And then, but I did come up with a good list of, hey, here's kind of what I need. And I really referenced, I really referenced this timer right here. And you can see I was messing around with like some of the colors. And I was just really saying, hey, what happens when you click something? Where does it take you? And all these things, because it seems so simple from the jump, but actually sitting down and being specific about what goes where would really help me when it comes to designing mine. And so I also took the time to look through a couple examples so I can see what I wanted to design. And so I looked at something like this, which I think is pretty close to what I want to do because I don't want to copy exactly like this, but I think this is pretty close. I just don't like the way that I don't like the way it looks, but I like the functionality because it's probably the simplest one I found that also looks different and looks pretty good. And then I also really like, I don't know if I can find it, this one. This one had a pretty good aesthetic on it. And so I think what I want to do is kind of combine aspects from each one of these ones. So how this one is simple. This was probably like the most functional, right? This one looks kind of like the best. And this one is kind of like a good middle ground where it looks pretty good. I don't like the white on it, but I really like how the tasks are here on the side. And so I guess from here on out, it's finishing the design and then deciding, hey, do I want to just keep this on desktop? Do I want to make this a app? Like, how do I want to do this? I think I'm probably going to end up just making this on desktop and using Java. So I think if I want to implement it into an app, it could be easier. I think that's how that works, but we'll see. And that's something I need to do more research on. But that's basically all the coding I did for today.